Hi, and welcome to Spotlight On, the show where Broadway stars, celebrities, and influential people take a step out of their accustomed spotlight to shine it bright on a cause that's near and dear to them. And we introduce you to an amazing organization within that cause. I am very excited and honored to have our guest today because she pretty much encompasses all three of those. She's a celebrity, she works tirelessly for charities, and she also has her own foundation that works within charities as well. So I'm very excited and honored to welcome Jean Shafiroff. Hi Jean, how are you?
I'm good, and thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you.
I'm honored, really.
We are really honored to have you. You work so tirelessly for so many charities. How many do you work within?
Well, I'm on 6 charity boards, and then an honorary board, which makes 7, and then an advisory board, so I guess it's 8.
And you are like in the trenches doing this work with people. I mean, you're not just like on the sidelines. You're really trying to make an impact. Why is that so important to you that people really get involved?
Well, I feel very blessed. And although I grew up very middle class, my dad was a school teacher, and but always he stressed the importance of education. So I ended up getting a physical therapy degree from the College of Physicians and Surgeons at Columbia, and then I worked in an inner city hospital, St. Luke's Hospital, again here in New York City, and I learned a lot from that experience. I saw a lot of human suffering, and I worked with people who, from all backgrounds, who were not as fortunate as those of us who have good health, and it really instilled in me a desire, once again, to want to help out.
Why do you think it's important for those people to really think about a cause that's important to them and get involved?
I think if you have the platform or the visibility, you should use that to benefit others, because you have a certain power base that can be very, very helpful and useful. We may not move mountains, and I don't expect that during my lifetime I'll be moving any mountains, but I feel I can try, and if we all, and everyone can be a philanthropist. You don't have to be a billionaire. I'm certainly not a billionaire. But we can all work together. So if you're a celebrity, you're in the spotlight, use that power and that spotlight to change, to do good. You have the power, use it.
I like that you said it doesn't have to revolve around money, because that's something we talk about here, about people getting involved. And within Spotlight On, we have care, share, and donate options. And care is for people to volunteer. And I've seen that you're quoted as saying that time is extraordinarily valuable. Can you explain that a little bit? Because we agree with you.
Oh, well, time is vitally important. There are so many women and men and younger people who give time, and by volunteering you can do enormous good. If you have spare time and you can volunteer at an old age home or a senior citizens home, I should say, or work in a hospital or work for a charity, I think it's wonderful, and you can make change in this world. Or if you're a big sister or a big brother, that's an unbelievably great thing to do, because you can mentor a young person.
Speaking of young people, you get your daughters involved in your philanthropy a lot. Can you talk a little bit about the next generation and why you think it's important to get them involved as well?
Key, because we're not going to be around forever. And so we must usher in the next generation of volunteers and people of service. The younger generation, we need them, and if we don't train them, we're not going to have them.
So did you instill that in your daughters from a young age?
I try to. As a matter of fact, my youngest daughter, Elizabeth, she actually brought me into a charity, the Southampton Animal Shelter. She introduced me, and now I'm on their honorary board, and I've chaired their gala for the last 4 years, and I'm loving the work I do. They're ranked in the top 10% of shelters in the United States, but she brought me in.
Within Southampton Hospital, you've been working within Southampton Hospital for quite a while, correct?
As a volunteer, I'd say about 8 years, yes.
8 years, that's a long time.
Yes, well, I started first, I was asked if I would be an auction chair of their gala. And so I did that for 2 years, and then after that I was a vice chair of their gala, so I ran out and I tried to get people involved. Of course, I gave money, and I still worked on the auction, and then the following year I was asked to be the chair of their big gala, and so I did that. And what did that entail? It was a lot of work.
So you are involved in so many different organizations. I want to know the secret of staying organized. Are you a list maker? Is everything on the computer? Do you have little cards like me? What's your secret?
Well, I'm on the computer a lot.
Okay.
And
okay.
I usually try to answer all emails before I go to sleep at night. And that's why I go to bed
Really?
around 2 o'clock every night.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I don't want to leave things and then forget. And I'm actually paperless. I print out very little.
What's next for Jean Shafiroff? What's in the plans?
Well, I'm writing a little book,
Ooh.
which should be out sometime, I think, at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, on the subject and of philanthropy. Mm-hmm. And what I really want to do is try to inspire others so that more and more people will realize that they have the tools to give back. And tools just don't mean finances, but time and enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for watching. We honor you. We thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you being here and telling everyone how involved you are with all these amazing organizations. So thank you for your work.
And thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here and to have this opportunity. And I love the concept of the show. I just think it's wonderful. And I thank Huffington Post. Thank you.
Of course, we thank Huffington Post.
Thank you.
And we thank all of you viewers as well. And we want to make sure that you get involved. So of course, I leave you with this question. What cause do you shine your spotlight on? Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.